Bom dia. Good morning. It is a great pleasure and honor that I'm here representing Brazil in this meeting. Since the beginning of the organization, it has proved to be so potent. I would like to thank and congratulate the Korean Music Therapy Association for the invitation and the initiative. Well, let's talk about a little bit of foundation and organization of Brazilian Union of Music Therapy Associations. UBAM was founded in 1995 during the Brazilian Symposium of Music Therapy in São Paulo. In the beginning, it was defined as a National Union of Music Therapy Associations of Brazil, UBAM, whose proposal was to form a collegiate of regional associations to exchange information and try to structure the growth of the profession in our country. The UNAM first meeting was attended by music therapist in the region Barcelos of the World Federation at the time, music therapy Marco Antonio Santos by the Latin American Committee of Music Therapy, the music therapist Ronaldo Mileco from the delegate of Brazil Club, and some more music therapists all around the country. On 12/15, the secretary-manager model was replaced by the border of executive model, being composed by a president, vice president, first and second secretary, first and second treasurer. On this day, during the 15th Brazilian Symposium of Music Therapy, the new Statute of UBAM was approved as at the General Assembly, with legal issues as a legal person and legal matters. The aim was to bring together forces and represent the aspirations of those present with the government and also the private sector in Brazil. The founding member associations were the Music Therapy Association of 9 Brazilian states. Brazilian has 26 states and one district federal. Currently, UBAM has 13 state music therapy associations. 4 Brazilian stations are founding that moment in a process of new associations. So we'll have 4 more associations in Brazil. All the entities are necessarily affiliated to the national entity, the Brazilian UBAM. UBAM is the maximum organ of national representation of Brazil. So let's talk about our training programs in Brazil. The career of music therapists in Brazil began to Brazil on 6th and 7th with the specialization course in music therapy, Lato Sensu post-graduation, at Paraná, the south of country. In 1972, the Brazilian Conservatory of Music founded the first music therapy undergraduate course in Brazil, the bachelor, in Rio de Janeiro, in the southeast of the country. But only in 1978, music therapy was recognized as a higher level career by the Federal Council of Education. Currently, music therapy was included in a Brazilian classification of occupation of the labor ministry. A complete higher education course, the bachelor or post-graduation in music therapy, is required to allow the professional practice of professionally as a music therapist in Brazil. The bachelor's program in Brazil are offered right now in 6 states, in 6 states Brazilian, being 4 totally public and 2 private. The courses of specialization, the Lato Sensu post-graduation, are offered in 4 institutions all around the country. Let's talk about a little bit of the Latin American Music Therapy Community. UBAM participates as representative organization of Brazil in the Latin American Community of Music Therapy, CLAM. CLAM was founded in 1993 during the 7th World Congress of Music Therapy that held in Spain. By the time the Brazilian music therapist Cecilia Conte, in memoriam right now, was appointed as the first president of the CLAM. CLAM was also founded by the music therapists from all Latin America: Argentina, Brazil, Venezuela, Colombia, Cuba, Mexico, and Uruguay. CLAM aims to bring together Latin American music therapists to disseminate and support the work of Latin American music therapists to foster new training courses in music therapy, and also to incorporate other countries that are not part of the community yet. Shortly after CLAM's formation, 3 Latin American Music Therapy Congresses were held in Brazil, 2 in the city of Rio de Janeiro, and the last one in the city of Florianópolis, South Country. In 1219, the Latin American Music Therapy Congress will be next year. We'll have in the city of Bogotá in Colombia, and so all of you are really, really welcome to join us. We'll be in July. Great season in Colombia. Shortly after CLAM, in 1217, the CLAM's president, Shapira, participated in UBAM's meeting reporting the CLAM had withdrawn from the World Federation of Music Therapy due to the low representation of Latin American music therapy in the world context, calling for a more pluralistic participation, including greater accessibility for Latin American music therapists, including translation of the conference into Portuguese and Spanish. UBAM supports the CLAM's decision, reinforcing its apolitical stance. Currently, UBAM maintains the position and is not affiliated in the World Federation of Music Therapy. But what is UBAM nowadays? Currently, UBAM has focused its work on planning, guiding, and monitoring the execution of micro and macro political process that contributes to corroborate the recognition and regulation of music therapy in Brazil. In 1218, the first alteration bylaws of UBAM's Institute was approved with a new internal regulation and a national code of music therapy in Brazil. Before the national code, we had the states. Each state had a state code of ethics. So right now we have the national one. This official document predicts that the practice of Brazilian music therapists will be based on respect of promotion of freedom, dignity, equality, and integrity of the human being, supported by the values that underpin the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, on the principles of autonomy, justice, non-maleficence, and beneficence of bioethics. In the academic and scientific context, UBAM promotes in Brazil the Brazilian Journal of Music Therapy, destined to the scientific publication of original works related to music therapy and related areas that fall into categories of theoretical studies or essays, articles based on research, or reviews. And our journal is addressed to professionals, students, teachers, and researchers in music therapy and related fields. Well, Over the past years of UBAM's existence, we have some important achievements to share. Political mobilization of music therapy category, public institution of music therapy's National Day celebrated on September 15, establishment of music therapy training programs at bachelor's and specialization level, inclusion of music therapists in the labor ministry with the Brazilian classification of occupation register, construction of the DACOM method document that presents the normative of the professional exercise of the music therapist, active participation in Latin American Committee of Music Therapy, inclusion of the music therapist as a category that composes minimum staff, an important Brazilian public policy of social assistance, institution of national and state scientific events. Annually, we have our national meeting of research and music therapy, which is already has 18th edition, and the forum and conference seminars and its dates meeting. And we triannually, we have the Brazilian Music Therapy Symposium, which today has the 16th edition. It's a long, many years. Creation and indexing of the Brazilian Journal of Music Therapy. We have right now, I guess, B5, it's our bodies. A greater participation in the process of training programs and more intensive follow-up the States Association of Music Therapy. In partnership with the Coordinators Forum of Bachelor courses, we will create a training committee responsible for creating guidance documents about the specialization courses in music therapy that are present to both to the Ministry of Education and to the music therapy courses of specialization, as well as a guide the implementation process and evaluate the training and specialization courses. So the creation of the marketing committee in order to strengthen the dialogue with music therapists and to broaden the dissemination of the work of our country and to the society. Construction of important documents for the music therapies. They're available on UBAM's website without no cost. As already mentioned, in 1215, UBAM becomes a legal person, starting to have to guiding documents such as institute and internal rules. In 2016-15, UBAM created a former regulatory commission. Nowadays, the name is Professional Policies Committee, responsible for thinking and operating political strategies on the regulation of the profession in Brazil. At the moment, this commission is in the phase of data collection and reporting of the draft law to aim at the regulation of music therapist career in Brazil. In 1216, music therapy was inserted in the national policy, a political policy of integrative and complementary practices in health, in our unified health system. So in 1218, we had our National Code of Ethics, Guidance, and Discipline of the Music Therapist that was approved by the Assembly. Also in the same year, the Professional Exercise Regulation of the Music Therapy, DACOM, was published as a primer. Was invested in training of the directors of States Association of Music Therapy. And in the last 3 years, we just right now we are doing the actualization of our number, and until right now, it didn't finish yet. So until right now, we are with almost 1,000 answers. So we are around all around the country. We have more than that, but just right now, we have almost 1,000 music therapists, including professional and students, associated in all the associations, state associations in Brazil. So we have right now, in the last 3 years, UBAM had about 72 music therapists that are working to UBAM, just working directly and voluntarily to UBAM. And these music therapists, it's all around the country. Brazil is a big country, So we have 72 people working to us. And of course, we have challenges that we still face too. We have to mobilize and politically engage the music therapists, achieve the regulation of profession in Brazil, increase the bachelor courses in the country, and ensure that the music therapist training program is needed only with bachelor courses, not a specialization anymore, but it's a big step. And mature the inclusion of music therapy in the private sector and health insurance, like a big policy. Once again, I would like to congratulate the initiative of this event and thank the Korean Association of Music Therapy and for its kind invitation and for this moment of encounter, exchange, congratulations, and really great empowerment. Thank you so much. Muito obrigada pela participação.